to episode number 8.5 of season number 2 of a sports podcast with Ricky and Ian. I am Ian. To my right is Ricky. And we came here to talk today.
Yeah, it's going back to our bread and butter, just running, you and me, just like old times, running an episode. Had Andrew on last week. It was a good episode. I'm sure the
Great
listeners
episode.
did enjoy.
I sure hope they did. I did, that's for sure.
But here we are, completely unscripted, getting into the dog days of this season, I will say.
And
Episode 8.5.
Yeah, 8.5. And guess what? It's on Monday night. So football's on.
Yeah.
What's your prediction? Who's winning this game, Ricky? Ravens or Raiders?
Ravens.
I'm going to have to agree. We both could be wrong, though. Who knows? Both could be wrong. We'll find out. Lamar Jackson's going to go crazy. Think he wins MVP again?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it. This is going to be the real test season for Lamar. It really show if he's in it for the long haul or if defenses will start figuring him out as the dual threat quarterback that he is. So this season is going to be the test season for LJ.
Yeah. Can't wait to see how it plays out, though. I mean, I think he's a pretty good quarterback. Pretty fun to watch. Just because he can run it, throw it.
Pretty frustrating. Pretty frustrating if you're playing against him to watch, I will say, or if you're rooting against him.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. So, unfortunate news.
That
Patriots lost.
Oh yeah,
but it wasn't Mac Jones' fault. We can say that. Mac Jones did everything in his power to win that game.
Mac Jones looked razor sharp out there. Really a terribly timed fumble for Damian Harris. Fumbled at that time at that field position. Because they were going to score. They were driving all over him.
All they needed was a field goal, too.
All they needed is a field goal, yeah, to even go ahead.
And they were in range.
They were. And then the defense just couldn't get a stop after they gave that up.
Right.
Just too sloppy to get the win, although I think the Patriots did play. I don't know. I feel like the Patriots deserved but didn't deserve to win that game because I really think the defense did stand on its head. They hung tough after a really poor start. They hung tough. Mac Jones looked good. He was hitting his receivers, and they weren't wide open receivers like you would see in his days at Alabama. He was a professional quarterback, and he played like one. Just Patriots couldn't put it all together.
That's right. That's exactly right. Probably one of my favorite plays of that game was when Tua ran back, went to go make a deep throw, and Matthew Judon speared him hard, huge clean hit, and then Jonathan Jones got the pick. Right? Was it Jones? Right? Yeah,
I think so.
That was just a beautiful play all around.
Yeah, you could tell Tua was going to get absolutely clobbered. He really shouldn't have thrown it.
Right.
He should have thrown it out of bounds if he was going to throw it.
Yeah.
Threw it up there, and wasn't it tipped a few times too?
I think it was. I think he threw it to a receiver who tipped it right into the tight end's hand, who wasn't expecting it. So then he tried to grab it, and then it went right to Jonathan Jones. Yeah,
that was an electric play. I'll say,
especially with that huge hit, that'll fire you up.
Yeah,
especially since it's clean.
That was a good takeaway.
Not many big hits are clean anymore. You see a big hit,
true.
It's usually you'll see a flag. So good to see him following the rules of the game. Player safety is very important.
They could have called roughing the passer there because if you keep your weight on the quarterback as you take him down, it's roughing the passer, which is just a ridiculous rule. If you keep your weight on him,
that is pretty ridiculous.
But I'm not sure what he did. If he did keep the weight on, or if he let go after he hit him.
I mean, I saw his hands.
They could have called it.
I saw his arms. He didn't wrap him up. He wrapped him up long enough to know that he got him and then let go.
Yeah. Well, then that's good. But I've seen some touchy ones. Patriots actually kind of got away with a tough one, or a touchy one earlier in the game when they scored their touchdown, which by the letter of the law was probably roughing the passer because they were going low.
Oh, on Mac Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was probably pretty close, but he got him really low on on the legs.
I wouldn't have
so,
liked it. I wouldn't have liked it if it happened the other way, but by the
Right.
letter of the law, which is a problem.
Right.
But
A lot of rules in football that like weird rules now for safety
Yeah.
issues and
Yeah.
stuff. Because
Just
it's a
gets kind of annoying.
dangerous sport, man. Injuries happen.
It
Injuries
is.
happen. How do you feel about the Browns and Chiefs game? How much of that did you see? Did you see any of that?
I didn't see any of it live, but I watched the highlights. Stupid Chiefs. I can't stand their stupid little comebacks, and
Yeah.
the Browns couldn't close it out, and Baker Mayfield choked.
I'll say this though,
I'm sick of it.
the Browns almost have the Chiefs number.
They almost do.
They
Twice
always,
now.
Yeah, they always give them a good game.
The Chiefs had no business winning that AFC divisional.
No,
That was the Browns' game to win,
hmm
and
and they didn't.
ugh,
They didn't.
it's just
do it.
frustrating.
It
It's
is.
just it's week one. I'm already sick of seeing the Chiefs win. I'm already sick of it.
hopefully they don't have as crazy of a season as they could potentially have.
Yeah, hopefully not.
But I mean, Tyreek Hill is good.
He's fast.
Yeah.
You can't stop him.
And he always
You can't cover him.
him and Kelsey just carry that offense with Mahomes.
Yeah.
Obviously. But
Yeah.
Kelsey, I think he had 2 touchdowns. And Hill had 1, which I mean could have been prevented in my opinion. Probably it was just defender was like right there.
Yeah, that was just the defender was face guarding him.
Yeah.
And Tyreek just came back to the ball, which was underthrown. I will say it was underthrown.
Oh,
It
Patrick
was
Mahomes
across his
underthrew it?
body, but it was underthrown. So Tyreek Hill came back to it. It was really just a prayer.
Yeah, it was.
But you should just, avoid being in single coverage on Tyreek Hill. Because if you get a corner versus Tyreek Hill, who's gonna win?
Probably gonna be Tyreek Hill.
Probably, especially on a 50-50 ball like that.
Yeah, because
Even though he's short,
speed.
he can just find the ball and he's agile. He can stop on a dime, turn back, find it,
Yep.
catch it, go.
And I think probably so that was probably the best game of the week, right? Thursday night was
Cowboys
really
Bucks
good.
was pretty good.
Thursday night was probably the
Yeah.
best.
I would say so.
And then Chiefs and Browns might be right second.
Yep.
And then unless
You could throw Packers Saints up there.
that's where I was gonna head next actually. I know, Ricky, you probably really want to talk about this, right? Aaron Rodgers had one heck of a game out there.
He looked pretty flat. He didn't. Can I ask this question? Does
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers even like football?
Who knows?
Does he even want to be out there? Does he even want to play?
Aaron Rodgers is just doing what Aaron Rodgers wants to do, man.
Exactly. I mean, he didn't. He just looked apathetic. Brady did lose a game by the same score to the same team last year, midway through the season, 38-3.
Yeah, so maybe they'll turn it around.
And so I'm not saying just the loss I'm not saying Aaron Rodgers is a bad quarterback, but I'm just saying he needs to. It just looks like he's half hearting it out there.
Right. I mean, he didn't break. I can't remember how many yards. Did he break 150 yards?
I don't know this. I don't know the stat line, but I know his rating was terrible.
Yeah,
And I saw a
think we
post on
saw-
Instagram.
Yeah, I think we saw the same thing.
Oh, you-
What do
yeah,
go?
okay.
You go ahead. I love it. I love this stat.
If a quarterback were to drop back and throw the ball into the dirt every time, they would have finished with a higher rating than Aaron Rodgers finished with on Sunday,
I love that.
which is crazy. It's a weird the way the pass rating works, but
Yeah, I've got no clue how it works, but Aaron
you
Rodgers
think
would have been
zero
better
completions, 0 yards, you'd finish with a 0 rating. No,
off. Yeah, I guess they should have just ran the ball or something
those.
every play.
Yeah. Anyway, if you're a Packer fan, really nothing good to take out of that.
No, not at all.
Just yeah,
And if you're a Saints fan,
a lot of good to take out of it.
number 1 overall pick Jameis Winston has
Mhm.
returned to being a starter.
And he actually has a good team around him this time.
Yeah. How many
So-
interceptions did he throw? Did he throw 1?
I don't know.
Wouldn't be surprised if he puts up big interception numbers, but he's also going to put up good numbers, like good yards, probably good touchdowns. I was looking though. At one point, I'm pretty sure he had like less than 100 yards and like 2 touchdowns, which I feel like you don't see too often. So
he finished with 5, and he only completed 14. He was like 14 for 20, and finished with 5 tutties. So 5 of they had 5 touchdown passes and 9 regular passes, non-touchdown passes.
Right.
So he didn't throw the ball all that much, but
I mean,
that just means efficiency.
Yeah,
that's just efficiency.
Exactly, they're being efficient. I feel like the Packers probably didn't put up much of a fight though.
No, probably not. But
the Rams and Bears game, Matthew Stafford is one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and he finally gets to show it off with an actual team now. He actually gets some respect.
Good for him, man. Good for him. Yeah. Wasn't he a number 1 pick as well? 09?
He might have been, yeah. Not entirely sure, but he's always been like one of the best quarterbacks in the league with just no recognition.
And the poor man just good dealt bad team after bad team and never complained about it. Never really said a word. No. Finally, after 11 seasons, was like, yeah, it's probably time.
Yeah.
And good for him. I hope he does well all season.
Yeah, they're a serious contender. The Rams.
They are. I would put them up there in the NFC for sure.
Yeah, with that new look offense. Well, kind of no Jared Goff. Jared Goff also had a really good game too on his new team.
He padded his stats there, didn't he?
He did. That was a surprise. We'll talk about that in a minute. But and with potentially definitely they probably have top 5 offense, top 5 defense, we could say, right? The Rams, do you think?
Yeah, they're well rounded. I would say so, yes.
Maybe not top 5 offense, but it depends on how everyone's playing. Maybe if they had Cam Akers still, who knows? I don't know. I'm not an expert, but they're definitely up there. Definitely up there. So yeah, it was Lions and 49ers, right?
Yes, that game with Goff. Yeah.
And no one really expected the Lions to put up much numbers, but
well, and to not fold over, they were down 41-17 or 38-10, and then 41-17. I think maybe I have that wrong, but and they made it a game. They made a game out of it. Came all the way back. They recovered an onside kick, for crying out loud.
Yeah, they did. That rule. Do you know the onside kick rule changed?
Well, it had changed last year that you could only put a certain amount of people on either side of the ball. What's the rule now?
Instead of being able to have 10 guys on the line, you only have 9 now, I think.
Oh, the recovery team can only have 9? Oh, okay, that's what it was.
Whatever it was last year, there's 1 off. So if you're allowed to have 11 on the line last year, there's only 10. If you're allowed 10, there's only 9. I can't remember the exact numbers.
They were trying to help the percentages. It's still way lower than it used to be because you used to be able to stack one side of the ball.
Right.
With your return team or with your kicking team. And then last year they said no, for concussion or kickoff safety, even on onside, you can't do that, which is stupid. Mm-hmm. And so last year you had 3% of onside kicks recovered. Or it was I don't know what it was. It's 3 out of 68 kicks were recovered all last year. And so they're trying to do something, which is good. I like onside kicks.
Yeah, me too. Any special teams, anything that's a little different.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite plays. Yeah.
Is your favorite play the onside punt?
The onside punt. It's so rare that I can't call it my favorite, but it's pretty awesome to see after a safety, a team who can't afford to kick the ball back to kick it to punt it straight up in the air. That's pretty cool. It's pretty. I mean, and it's worked before. But the onside kick overall, honestly, when I was a kid, I used to love seeing onside kicks. I remember the Patriots completed one. In 2013, they were playing the Browns, and they were losing to the Browns. They had no business losing to the Browns, but they were by 2 touchdowns with less than 2 minutes. They rallied, scored a touchdown, and then recovered an onside kick. It was awesome. I was everyone in my family was like, "Oh, they've lost. There's no way." I was the only one that said, "Well, if they get an onside kick," and they did.
They got that onside.
So I love the onside kick. Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever I'm whenever there's a game on, and I don't care who wins or who loses, I'm always rooting for a
Comeback.
successful onside kick. Yeah, and like a
Yeah.
comeback.
Yeah.
Unless I need people to do good for fantasy, then I'll lean towards them. Either not like my opponent's players not coming back on the field or mine getting back on
Yeah.
the field. Sometimes you just have to do that, you know. But if there's nothing riding on it, always there for the comeback or like onside kick, you know.
Absolutely.
And now I don't know. I don't think we've talked about the Ravens yet. Did the news of all their injuries break after we recorded the episode last week, or did we talk
Well,
about
I
that?
think so. The most latest one was after we recorded. Yeah.
Yeah, they already lost J.K. Dobbins, and then they lost their like third string running back, who would have been their second running back, to a torn meniscus, I think. And then they lost Gus Edwards, who was their backup turned number one, to a torn ACL, and wasn't it was it Marcus Peters, or was it their cornerback? Who
I don't know.
I'm forgetting. I'm pretty sure he came from the Rams. It might be Peters. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank right now. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm right, but they lost one of their best corners to a torn ACL.
A tough go of it.
Yeah, did you see the three veteran running backs they signed?
Who was one? Yeah, Le'Veon Bell was one.
They
If
signed
he's got anything left in his tank.
Le'Veon Bell, Devontae Freeman, and Latavius Murray. So we'll see how that goes. They got some veterans in the backfield now.
Well, you got to sign somebody. You got to have somebody at that position. I know you got Lamar Jackson that can run, but
Yeah, you still need
they
a running
lost.
back.
They lost Mark Ingram, didn't they? So
Yeah, he's on Houston now. Houston has like a three-headed monster, and in their backfield they have Ingram, Lindsey, and David Johnson.
yeah, it's a good backfield.
Three good running backs.
The Texans could be a sneaky team out of that South. You never know.
If Tyrod Taylor shows up, they
You
beat
never know.
the Jaguars.
People were laughing at them. Yeah, they beat the Jaguars, which I mean, bar set pretty low, but
But I think a lot of people were saying Jaguars were winning that game, though. Not many people believe in the Texans.
of course they
season.
were.
Not many people believe in the Texans, so we'll see how that goes. So that means I feel like, do the Patriots play the Texans, Ricky, this year?
I think so. Yeah.
I always feel like
They
the
do.
Texans beat the Patriots. Is that right?
The
or
Texans,
is that
they always give us fits. Last year
Yeah.
they beat us.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
It's never an easy game against Texas.
No, it isn't. I don't know what week they play them this year. And I think it's in Houston again, if I'm correct.
Oh, that would be unfortunate.
Last year was so week week 5
Playing
in
week 5
Houston.
In Houston? Well,
The week after the Tom Brady reunion game.
ooh,
So
I'm excited for that. That for sure.
I am, but I am not as well because no one wants to play the Buccaneers. Who would?
No, Bill Belichick would. Bill Belichick
Well,
would.
why?
Speaking of that, did you see Mac Jones' post game interview?
No, but I heard what he said.
He's a Patriot.
I read what he
he's
said.
a true New England Patriot.
He is. Yeah. Why don't you keep that ball? Oh, it's just a ball. It's just one touchdown. Like,
Yeah.
dude,
And then
he is. Oh, he's just perfect.
and then they asked him about like his performance or whatever, and he just said it wasn't good enough. We lost. So I gotta do better. Even though he was nearly perfect, I wasn't
Yeah.
good enough. We lost. I gotta do better. So he's perfect for the Patriots.
That's awesome. That's just he's Tom Brady reincarnated, as Aaron Kofstead said.
Yeah, he is.
It's just perfect. I just can't get enough of him.
I love him. And he's still a rookie. I mean, usually there's been some good season from rookie quarterbacks, but usually I feel like it's like year 2 that when quarterbacks really
Yeah.
break out.
Yeah, so Josh Allen would be an example of that, but
Mhm.
yeah, we'll see what he's got. See if he continues to be consistent.
I
One
sure
can
hope he does.
He he outplayed the other quarterback, so we'll see if he can do that on a weekly basis.
Yeah, we just need the rest of the team to come around, and hopefully no more mistakes, no more
Just
fumbles, no more penalties.
no more frustration of last year. That's
Right.
just because there were shades of that yesterday with poorly timed turnovers, and
Yep. Yep.
so
Well, is there anything else to talk about in the NFL? You think, or we just
I
about
think
covered it?
I think we covered a lot of ground there. So
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Talk a little bit about maybe the MLB. I think because
Sure.
AL
Winding down.
wildcard is getting crazy.
Tightening up, man. Holy.
It
The
is.
Blue Jays won't lose. They just won't lose. And
They
it's
refuse
just
to.
they refuse to.
Did you
They go on a yeah, go ahead.
did you see what they did Sunday Sunday afternoon?
What they do?
They put up 22 runs.
Oh yes, yeah. Well, I guess the Orioles, but still.
It's still
Like
22 runs is 22 runs, you know.
yeah, they just you don't want to play the Blue Jays. I'm upset. I'm a little upset. I'm happy and sad that we don't have a series remaining with the Blue Jays because I'm happy that we don't have to play them, but I would also like to play them to create a little separation in the wild card race.
Exactly.
Maybe we don't have to worry about them. Maybe we just have to worry about the Yankees. I don't know. It's just
who knows? Who knows?
the Seattle series is going to be important for the Red Sox too.
And for Seattle,
Yeah, more important for Seattle than the Red Sox, but
if you want,
take Seattle, take them out of the equation.
Yeah, because if we look at the AL wildcard standings real quick.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're looking at it,
I looked at it today.
We have Toronto and Boston tied.
Mm-hmm. Different records, but tied.
Yeah, different records, but tied. And then the Yankees are a half game back, and
yep, they finally won.
Yep, they did. And Oakland and Seattle are 3 games back.
They're 3 back?
Yeah.
I thought they were 2.
Nope, they're 3.
Okay, 3 back of the Sox. All right, so I thought they were 2 for some reason. Yesterday they must have been 2 and they lost. But so that Seattle really needs to take all 3.
They do.
For Boston. We just want 2 out of 3 would be good.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I want. It's been a long time since we swept somebody, but 2 out of 3 would be good.
Oh yeah, and they play tonight too. They play the Mariners starting tonight.
10-10, baby. 10-10. And 10-10 tomorrow too.
Eduardo and Logan Gilbert on the mound.
Here we go, Eduardo. He's a loose cannon, man. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? He'll have.
I just don't try.
He'll have like a great game, and you're like, oh, maybe he's back. Maybe he's back to what he's been before, and then
that's kind of
all of a sudden he gets shelled.
That's kind of like a whole metaphor for the Red Sox the past month.
Yeah, it's been
maybe they're back.
Rocky.
They just won games that they shouldn't have. They've won and they've lost games that they should have won.
Yeah,
it's just very frustrating to watch. Hopefully they can hang on, get the 1 seed in the wild card.
I hope. I'd love to have a home wild card against the Blue Jays or Yankees.
Yankees preferably, in my opinion. But
yeah, and I don't know if the Blue Jays run differential is
it's up insane. There. Isn't it like second in the American League?
I'll check. I'll double check
behind the Rays
for you, but it like doesn't represent their record. Like everyone with that high.
No.
Oh well, their records get finally starting to reflect it better, but
yeah. But then you got the Mariners on the other side of the spectrum. You have the Mariners who are -50, aren't they?
-57. And
-57.
Yep. Toronto is,
and they're 13 games above 500.
Toronto is third. They have they're positive 167.
Wow. And third in the whole MLB, or
third in the American League, third in the fourth in the MLB.
That's impressive.
Or fifth in the MLB, actually. Wow.
So I went.
Wait.
I went back.
Can I just tell you the Dodgers run differential real quick?
It's crazy. Isn't it like 200?
Houston is first in the American League, second in the MLB with 178.
Oh, well, the Rays would have been first.
They're like 1 back. The Rays are like 177. The Dodgers have 234.
Gee. And somehow aren't in first place in their division.
The Giants refuse to surrender.
Lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting. I don't think anyone predicted the Giants finishing over the Dodgers and Padres.
No,
who knows? It could change.
Still a long ways to go, and there's so much to be decided, and there's so many games to be played, which is just what makes me nervous as a Red Sox fan.
Right, because Red Sox could choke. Hopefully they
I mean,
don't.
it goes
Like it happened 2011, right?
11. Yep,
Don't want that
change in the
again.
blink of an eye.
Yeah. Do not want that again.
Although 11, it was just the month of September. They entered the month with a good, decent lead. I forget how much, and just they won probably 4 games the whole month of September. It was awful.
It's just
But
been like 500 ball for the last month or two for the Red
yeah,
Sox.
it has. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's up and down.
Mm-hmm.
And the COVID thing. Hopefully, that's nearing an end.
Yeah, that played a huge factor in it.
That's huge. You
Chris-
can't ignore that.
Chris Sale's going to miss 2 starts, which could have been 2 huge wins.
Yeah, is he really gonna miss 2?
Yeah.
Pavetta only missed 1, right?
Because he's vaccinated or something.
Well,
So.
Kike was vaccinated. He missed 3 weeks. So
Actually,
yeah, I don't know.
weird. Who knows?
I don't know. And Arroyo is still out.
Yeah.
Like how? Like
Arroyo's been out the whole season.
Don't come back, Arroyo. Just
Arroyo comes back for like 3 games and then he's gone.
yeah. And then he gets COVID. That's
Whatever
just
it
toxic.
is. If Arroyo played a full season, he could be an MVP contender right now. Who knows? But he's out every other week. So
It'd be nice to have to have Kike. Not have to have Kike play second, and have Arroyo and Bogarts in the middle infield. That would be nice.
And not have Verdugo in center.
And not have Dougie in center. No.
Right. That was
Renfroe in right, Dougie in left, and Kike in center. That's a good outfield.
It is, and I think Verdugo cost the Red Sox a game in center. Forgot which one it was. Might have been against Tampa Bay. But one was there? I can't remember. It might have been the one. I don't know. I know he did not play well.
He did make a very nice catch yesterday, or what day was it? He robbed a home run.
I didn't
think it was
see that
yesterday.
actually. I did.
He took a home run away.
Oh wow.
Actually, no. It was the night they came back and won. It was the night that they blew the lead, then came back and won against the White Sox.
Oh, so
9-8.
it
was huge,
catch,
yeah.
then. Big cash.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I'll have to look that. Find that.
Yeah.
Is there anything else interesting going on in the MLB right now? Is it just the Blue Jays are the hottest team?
They're the hottest team in the league, yeah.
And what AL wildcard is going to be crazy.
It's just wide open right now. It's just I'm just praying the Red Sox can hang on. I want to see some Red Sox postseason baseball this year.
Yeah. Could you imagine Chris Sale throwing the
wildcard game?
Who do you think? Do you think it'd be Sale or Eovaldi?
I don't know. I was thinking the same earlier. I don't know. I would think probably Eovaldi because he's just been consistent for longer.
Yeah.
It just depends on if Sale comes back and gets 2 or 3 quality starts before the end, then I'd probably say Sale. But I'm fine with Eovaldi too. He's been great.
It also depends on who you play because they might
that's true.
Analytical stuff. They might be like, oh well,
lefty,
Chris Sale's going to give us a better chance against these guys, but Eovaldi will give us a better chance against these guys. So they'll just go with that.
You also got to think longevity too. Sale has pitched into the 7th inning 1 time this year, so or maybe twice, but either way.
And Sale had another immaculate inning.
He did.
It's his 3rd, right? He's got
his 3rd, all with the Red Sox.
And he ties Sandy Koufax for the record of having 3 immaculate innings.
Immaculate innings are awesome.
They are. Hopefully he can get 4 and hold that record by himself.
That'd be nice.
I'd love that. I'd love that for Chris Sale.
When Sale's dialed, he's just fun to watch. It's just
he is.
Just slinging sliders in there. The crowd gets behind him. It's just
Hopefully next year he'll be like all the way back.
Hopefully.
Sure hope. Yeah. Tanner Houck, the right-handed Chris Sale.
I don't like Tanner Houck though.
Why?
He's been struggling.
Has he?
He really has. Yeah, just I don't know. He's kind of the odd man out in the rotation right now. And I just don't trust him. Like Erod, I don't trust him.
Yeah, I don't trust Erod.
He's young too. He's got a long way he can come around, but
yeah, for sure. Well, Ricky, should we move on from MLB to MILB?
Sure. Let's do that.
Well, we went on a little trip this weekend, as they would say. Some people would say.
Field trip.
Yeah. Shout out Frank Nunez. Came along. Ian, Ricky, and Frank Um, our most
Yes,
popular
sir.
guest, as some people might say, our most popular guest went
As
on
he might say.
went on a little road trip to Portland. If you don't know about Portland, there's a little team called the Sea Dogs there, play minor league baseball. So overall, it was a great trip. Interesting things happen. Hard to explain.
Baseball and non-baseball related interesting things happen.
Yeah,
We
stories
won't
for
get to
other
the
days.
non-base.
We'll
Yeah.
talk about baseball today.
Yeah, let's stick with the baseball.
All right, so we
Uh,
arrive Friday night, right? And
mhm.
so I'm just gonna let everyone know if you're thinking about going to a Sea Dogs game. Obviously, they just had their last regular season game. I don't know if they're gonna have any postseason games, but like maybe next year, if you're thinking about going to a Sea Dogs game, I highly recommend not pre-purchasing tickets. Right, Ricky?
Yeah. Either that or we just got stupid lucky 2 times. But
Because
buying the tickets at the door, I'd never done it before, but it paid off big time.
they hooked us up both times. So we'll talk about the first game first. We'll get into the second game second, kind of how it goes in order. So we get there like an hour before the game. We're like, we need like 3 tickets, and then he's like, where do you want to sit? We're like, well, what do you got? He's like, I can give you this or whatever. We're like, all right, good enough.
Section 104.
Yep. So we go there, we go out, we go all the way down. We're 4 rows back from the field, right behind the Sea Dogs on deck circle.
On decks, yeah. That's
And,
just
like
awesome.
basically right behind the plate. Great view of the game.
I mean, a season ticket holder is right in front of us.
Yeah,
So they're the good seats. These are the good seats,
they are.
and we paid $50 a pop for them. So.
Yeah, it's great price, and you're
And
right there.
they were not listed online. So
No, they weren't. So
that's crazy part.
If you want the good seats, you might have to go to the ticket box thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But so yeah, we great seats. We're like right next to the players, right? Kind of. And that was a very good game, the first game of the series. Sea Dogs won. Do you remember what the score was? It 3-1, right? I believe it's 3-1.
Yes, I think so. Or 3-1 or 2-0.
It was 3-1.
3-1. Okay,
Yeah,
it was 3-1 then.
And
Yeah.
Red Sox number 2 prospect Tristan Casas is playing in Portland currently, and he's big boy. First of all,
yeah, he looks like Bobby Dahlbeck.
Yep, lefty.
Same figure, except
Also,
lefty. Yep.
Also a great guy. Before we get into his play, we'll talk about it's probably around 7th or 8th inning, I think. Right, Ricky?
Yeah, it was later.
Rolled to him, and
yeah,
he turns around to go throw it to the ball boy, and there's just a little kid waving his hands like literally right in front of him. So he just looks at him, thinks about tossing it over the net because this little kid was in the front row.
Yeah,
but he just decides to go down to a knee and slide the ball under the net.
That was a really good moment.
Great move by Casas. It was great to be able to see that.
Took some time out of his on deck routine there to do that. He probably missed a little. I don't know if he missed a little bit of the pitch, but
right. But honestly, if he did, I don't think it mattered because he still ended up going 2 for 2 with a double, a single, and 2 walks.
Yep. Great plate discipline, that guy.
Yeah.
That's what struck me all weekend.
His double was like 109 miles per hour off the bat, straight line drive into the gap, got to the wall in a hurry.
Yeah, it was roped.
Yeah.
Yes, it did. In a hurry.
And he boogied on over to second and got himself in there. And probably, I mean, it was probably the most exciting part of the game, I would say, was the final play of the game.
Yes, sir.
It was,
you
wanted to do it?
No, you go.
I'll go, okay. Yeah, I'll let you take the second game. That'll be you can talk about the second game. So, closer, I'm not sure if it's a closer or just a guy who's trying to close the game out, comes in to pitch, runner gets on, but he also gets an out. Not sure which order it is, but so we got 1 out, 1 on, up by 2, righty in the box, and might have been first pitch swing. I'm not entirely sure. I could be making that up, but he ropes one hard to third base, like 107 miles per hour off the bat, I believe.
Yep.
To third base, Hudson Potts, third baseman, reaches up, grabs the line drive, no hesitation, fires that thing over to first base. Bang, got him out. Double play to end the game. Exciting play. Exciting way to end the game.
It was a lot like it reminded me of the Renfroe throw from deep center.
Yeah.
It's same energy. But was the runner running on that pitch? Was he going on the pitch, or was
I don't think he was, but I can actually tell you right now.
Yeah.
They posted it on. They posted it on their Instagram. Twitter? Because it was the play of the week.
Really?
I
want to see that.
I can't really tell. He was a bit off. I don't know if he just thought he was getting by. I think he thought he was getting by, so he took maybe one too many steps.
Maybe he just thought it was. He wasn't sure. He thought it was through, probably.
Yeah, and it was still close though, but just not close enough, or the ball just beat him there. Also,
yeah,
Chris Murphy, starting pitcher for that game.
Got player of the week.
He got player of the week, and he absolutely dealt that game.
He did. I don't know. I was super upset that he didn't go in.
Yeah,
didn't pitch anymore.
He went
73 pitches.
Yeah, in 6 innings. Through 6 innings with no runs.
There's no reason he shouldn't go out for the 7th.
Right.
None. 0.
Right. What a game. It was beautiful to be able to watch a pitching performance like that, because he was dealing.
It was. Just bing, bang, boom. All night long.
No one was scoring off him.
No.
As long as he was in the game, there wasn't going to be a run scored. It was beautiful. That's got to be one of my favorite parts of that game. Probably the Cassis double and Murphy, or let's put it in order.
Double play.
I'll go double play, Cassis double, and then pitching performance. Those are the top 3 moments for me, probably in order from that game.
It was a fun game to watch, and
it was.
It went by in a flash, like 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, it was way less than 3 hours.
Yeah. And enough time so we could do some later activities later in that night. But that's neither here nor there. So,
right.
Not as we did anything bad. Holy guys, we went bowling.
Yeah, we went bowling.
It's chill.
Should we talk about the second game now?
Game 2.
Can I set you up for this one?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So we show up to the second game probably 20 minutes before. Go to the ticket box. Ricky wants to sit in the outfield. You want to sit in the outfield, Ricky.
I suggested the right field pavilion, and if we didn't like it, we could have moved maybe if the ushers would have let us.
Right. So Ricky wants to sit in right field. We get tickets in right field, front row. They hook it up yet again. Ricky, what happened?
We're hanging over the edge. These seats are just great. Ian's ranting and raving about them, that they were better than the ones last night, the night before, which were also great. But second inning, I mean, I say to myself, I have my baseball glove with me. I don't have it on my hand every pitch. I don't have it on my hand on any pitch, actually. But on the lefty batters, I put it up on the shelf there just so it's there, because you never know. I told myself, if a ball comes out here, I'm going to be the one to catch it, because I can track a ball better probably than most people in this section, and I have a glove, and I'm tall and long. So I say, okay, I'm probably end up with a ball. There's a kid sitting. It was me all the way to the left of our group, then Frank, and then Ian, and then a few empty seats, and then a little kid with his parents. And the little kid had a glove and a jersey, I think. So I said I should probably, it was kind of a decision I made thinking I'd never have to worry about it because the ball will never come out here. I said I'll probably give it to the little kid. But so second inning, Ryan Fitzgerald, shortstop for the Sea Dogs, left-handed batter, gets up and just, I wasn't first pitching it. I don't remember.
I don't remember, actually.
I don't know.
Don't remember.
But he hits it, and as soon as it's off the bat, I stand up. Somehow my glove gets on my hand. I don't know how. It was immediately there, and I was like, that's coming right for me. Is that what I said?
It's coming right to me. That's what you said. You said something like, that's coming right to me.
And it wasn't, I was calm about it. I was like, that's coming right to me. Just stand up. The guy next to me stands up, obviously. At the last second, this is a home run ball, so this ball's roped. It tails and it rises, it feels like, out of my reach. And I'm thinking, crap, I lost my opportunity. Because these chairs, I was behind, the chair behind me is really heavy. Can't get that out of the way too much. I was like, there, well, I missed my opportunity, but as soon as I follow the ball, turn it around, boom, hits off the row behind us because there's that little gap with the walkway. Boom, I stick my glove up, boom, right to me. I know I said boom like 5 times there. It was just boom, 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 right to me. I snag it, and the section kind of erupts. I mean, their team hit a home run, and they erupted at the catch, I believe. I hear someone way up in the few rows above us say, "Nice catch, Schilling." I'm wearing a Kurt Schilling jersey. The guy next to me says, "Nice catch," taps me on the back. I sit down, and I forget. Frank and Ian are saying something to me, and I was like, "Should I give it to the little kid?"
Yeah.
And Frank said, "Yeah, you should." Ian said, "Yeah, you should,"
Yeah.
because that's what it's all about, right? It's not about being a greedy guy and just wanting to keep a ball. I said, "All right, I'll take a picture of it, and then I'll give it to the little kid. Just take a picture of it so people believe me that I caught it."
But you didn't have to take a picture of it
I
to
didn't.
make people
Later-
believe you, because luckily enough,
Later, Ian on Twitter, Clutch, finds a clip of the home run, and yours truly in that clip catching the ball.
camera work could have been a little better, but
It was a little
you still get the
subpar.
idea. You still
But
get the idea.
we have it, and you have my celebration. I literally held the glove up like
He held
that.
it
Like,
up.
yeah, I caught it, man. That's a souvenir. Gave it to the young man few seats down for me.
Yep.
I hope if you're out there, I hope I got you hooked on baseball, because that's what it's all about, right?
Yes, sir. Of course it is. Now, Ryan Fitzgerald there, the guy that hit the home run,
Mm-hmm.
also finished the day a triple shy of the cycle.
Ryan Fitzgerald is electric.
He is.
Isn't that what you said?
Shortstop.
He's just electric.
Shortstop with a mullet, hitting home runs and making plays.
I was looking at his stats today. He actually played in Worcester some this year, and he did really well there. I wouldn't be surprised to see him in the majors at some point.
I sure hope so. He's deserves
27.
it, I think
He's
he
a little
deserves it.
old, but
Played
he
indie
does.
ball.
he's
First
just
year.
electric.
First
He's
year of
electric,
minor
man.
leagues was 2018. The year Red Sox won it all, but love
Man,
that guy.
can he rip a ball to right field? I'll tell you what.
He can. He
Hmm.
if okay, Ricky, I'm gonna rank my top 3 favorite players from the weekend, favorite Sea Dogs players, all right? Or
Yep.
just favorite Sea Dogs players that were currently on the team or were on the team when we were there. So I'm gonna have to go 3. I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1. Ronald
Mhm.
Hernandez, Ryan
Uh-huh.
Fitzgerald, and Tristan Cassis. That's gotta be mine. What's yours?
My list is pretty much the same, I would say. I have no objection to that list. But it was just an awesome weekend overall.
It was.
Saw a great game the first night. Another great game the next day. The Sea Dogs were
Mhm.
down. They came back and won it.
And that left-handed reliever Gomez saved him.
Pumping.
Yeah.
Pumping.
Bases juice,
Pump.
no outs. Comes on, gets back-to-back strikeouts, and then a ground out to get out of it. No runs allowed.
He was humping it, as
He
Frank
was.
would say. Throwing triple digits. We did see 100, didn't we? We saw 101.
Not by him though. That was by someone
Oh,
else, think.
I thought that was the same pitcher.
I don't think it was.
I thought it was. Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Maybe it was. Who knows?
saw
I
a
could
lot
be
of
wrong.
things. Saw a lot of things.
We did.
Caught a home run ball.
Yeah.
Just great weekend.
It was.
This is your sign to go see the Sea Dogs, because
Next
it's
season.
worth it. Trust me.
Yeah.
The drive is worth it.
It is. And don't pre-purchase your tickets.
No, buy it at the window, last minute, 10
Yeah.
minutes before the game, because you end up with a front row seat in the right field pavilion and you catch a home run ball.
Exactly. Exactly. Man. Oh, and also like it was kind of cool because the bullpen was like right there. We're like right next to
Mhm.
us basically, and you're pretty close to like the right fielder. So you can kind of see
Yeah.
them, talk to them a little bit, though they don't really talk
Interact
back.
with them.
Yeah.
No, they can't really, but
No. Castellanos in like the last inning said something. Can't remember though.
yeah, you did.
Can't remember what it was. But yeah. Great time. Oh, and also
Fantastic.
one of the left-handed relievers, Dominic. We gave him a little nice performance, nice inning out there. He said, gave us a good thank you. He was making his way back to the bullpen from
Yes,
the
sir.
dugout.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool moment. I mean, and we're gonna have to talk about this. We're gonna have to talk about this on our way out. I think Frank almost pooped himself. Do you remember this, Ricky?
Yes. Yes. So we're working at so the right field pavilion is kind of, it's definitely secluded from the rest of the stadium. We have to walk down around where the visiting players exit their dugout and go into the expo, which is the big brick building near the field, which is where the clubhouses are. And they hold the fans because they don't want players interacting with fans because of COVID, all that. So the whole team goes, they let a few fans in, and then they hold up the line again. We're in the front, pretty much right in the front, as the ushers hold us up, because one player, number 18 for the Binghamton, whatever, I forget their mascot.
Rumble Ponies.
Yeah, some weird. Yeah. Anyway, they hold him up, and Frank, as a joke, goes, "Yo, 18, come on, you're slowing us down." And 18 turns back and just gives him the coldest stare. Like, what? What'd you say to me? Just a blank stare. And Frank laughs off. He's like, "Oh, huh, I'm just kidding. Just saying you're holding us back. Just kidding." And then 18 grins ear to ear.
Yeah, we did.
They wave. Yeah. And we were on our way. But
we did a little detective work after, and we came to the conclusion that what was more of an excited what, we think. That someone actually recognized him or said something to him.
Turns out this man's been in the minor league since 2012. He's nearing 30. And he's been in the minors since he was 18. He's a relief pitcher. He's a lifer, basically. He's a lifer.
Yeah.
His ERA was over 6 in 70-something innings this year, I think.
He's an inning eater in Double-A.
Yeah. So this man probably doesn't get attention too often, and if he does, it's negative. So
right.
But to interact at all, so he probably wasn't mad. But Frank probably got a little scare there.
Yeah,
I would have. I know I would have.
Yeah, me too.
But I wouldn't have been the one to say that, to make that joke anyway.
No.
So that was the last cool moment of the Sea Dogs that we had. It was after the second game, and
yeah. But what a trip!
Great trip.
Wonderful trip.
We should ask that guy to come on our podcast. He probably gets less attention than Ryan Fitzgerald.
Does he have Instagram?
I don't know what his name is.
It was like Luke Rainey or something like that. Something Rainey.
Well, we'll look into it after.
Yeah, we'll look into this. Don't count it out. No guarantees, though. We do have Jason Dumas on next week.
Absolutely no guarantees. Oh, yeah, more importantly.
As long as Jason remembers.
Sweaty J's coming on the pod.
Yeah.
So.
Probably have some good stories there. Ask him about soccer, basketball.
Even baseball, so.
He's a WWE fan. We can break into that a little bit, maybe.
Anyway, should we move on to trivia if you have anything? Do you have anything?
Let's move on to trivia. I don't have anything, but we'll figure it out.
So I'll ask mine first,
okay,
if that's okay.
Yep.
Who owns the most World Series championships as a player?
I'm going to have to say it's someone from the Yankees.
Yep, that is correct.
Is it a popular name?
Yes.
Could you rank the popularity of the name? Like top tier? Good.
Pretty top tier, and he just became a legend even after he had retired.
Even after he'd retired?
Yep.
It's not Derek Jeter, is it?
No, it is not.
Oh, I was going to say he just got in the Hall of Fame, so I kind of went.
No. Derek Jeter did not win as many as this player. Not even close, I don't think.
Yeah, I didn't think he did, but based off what you said, I had to take the guess.
He's older than that, obviously.
Right.
Older era.
Okay, I'm gonna say Mickey Mantle
That's a good guess, but no, it is in that era though.
in that era.
hmm
Wait, can you tell me why he just became more popular?
Just because this could give it away, but uh, he just didn't have much of a filter. He had a lot of famous quotes. uh, he said some funny things. I'll just say that.
I don't know any. I don't know any of these quotes that you're talking about. Is it Joe? Is it Joe?
No, not Joe DiMaggio. It is. Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, I do.
It's Yogi Berra
Oh, it is.
with
Okay.
10 championships.
Yeah, I think
10.
I think I actually did know that. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I was drawn. Now that you say 10 championships, I believe I knew that. I'm gonna find a trivia for you, Ricky. All right.
Okay.
You want to time me? How long do I have? 1 minute. Do I have 1 minute to find you a trivia?
Sure. You can take a minute.
Okay, 1 minute.
All right, meantime, I'm going to find number 18 for the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. Find his name.
This might be too easy for you. Who was
Okay.
who was the first player ever drafted in the NFL?
Jim Thorpe.
No.
Oh.
It was in 1936. It was Jay Burwagner.
Would not have known that. Why would that be too easy for me? No idea who that is.
But I stumped you, so.
Is this the name of that player? Luke Rennie?
Yeah, Luke Rennie.
Luc.
Yeah.
Interesting way to spell Luke.
That's him. We can get
See ya.
him and Frank on the same episode.
He
We can have him talk about what happened.
does have Instagram.
How many followers? 600?
It's 1,590, but it's private, so I just followed it. We'll see. You should probably accept it.
I sure hope he does. He should probably. Why do you just assume, Ricky? Why do you just assume he's going to accept it?
Well, because he's got a lot of follow. Like, it's not like he's got 600 and he's private. He's got 1,600 and he's private. So he probably accepts all of the follow requests he gets.
That's probably true. He just wants to double check to be safe.
But this could be our chance to get ourselves a professional athlete on this podcast.
Yeah,
This could be it.
It could be. It could be. We'll have to see how it plays out. We'll have to see how everything plays out.
Yeah, we will. Again, no promises, but.
Well, Ricky,
So does that wrap things up?
I kind of think it does. I think
so
talked
too.
about a lot of good things today. It was nice and smooth.
Should be good. A lot of cool things revealed to the viewers, listeners.
Yep. Yep.
But thank you guys for listening. We had a great weekend this past weekend. Going to see the Sea Dogs. Wild card race is heating up. NFL's starting up. It's a great time to be alive. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening.